Each week from across America, 2 families are chosen. This week, the Starling family from Florida. Stephanie and John devote their lives to 13-year-old motocross star Justin's career. Ignoring the dangers involved, Stephanie and John sacrifice all their time, the environment, and even daughter Sam's dreams for Justin's future. And the Sweany-Ernsts from Washington State. Earth Mother worshipping Green Witch Laura spends her time talking to trees and fairies. She and husband Carol devote more time to meditating than they do to their kids. Laura believes organized sports are evil, so the boys practice pagan rituals instead.
Ow!
Each wife is about to get a new husband, new children,
Have fun, learn a lot.
and a new life.
Have fun.
We are a pagan family that have been called to reestablish our relationship with Mother Earth. This is the bizarre family.
Now look at all the resources that lawn takes. How do you justify it?
I'm big time. If I want to go big, I'm gonna go big.
Spirits of the East, be with us.
They're nuts. They're crazy people.
Real homes,
You guys are about to get a motocross makeover.
Hell's not gonna have any kind of fury if one of these kids busts his neck.
real lives,
Samantha can go hang fire, and you're gonna do what you want to do first.
When a spirit talks to me, I'll call you and let you know.
real drama.
I don't believe in spending a whole bunch of time driving around.
You don't believe it.
I think you need to stop now and let somebody else
I haven't
talk.
even started.
The Starlings of Florida live for their son Justin's motocross career.
We spend every waking minute of our life involved in motocross.
My first words were like, vroom, vroom. When I'm on the bike, I just feel it's what I was born to do.
Our one goal is to make sure that 13-year-old boy gets his goal.
We are living our child's dream.
Justin has at least 30 major sponsors.
Justin has a job to sell motorcycles, to sell gear, to sell oil. Justin's basically a little commodity. Just get Justin's gear, knee braces.
My mom does everything for my brother. She'll clean his room, cook his food, clean up his gear. She bows down to him, and she even cuts his hair.
Justin has so many things on his mind. More important than cleaning his room, doing his schoolwork.
I don't really need the whole education thing. I just need to be able to ride the bike.
You want to throw that one in next to the bikes.
I'm the supportive sister.
Sam, will you set both pair of boots in there?
It gets to me every once in a while, like, what about me?
There's a huge double standard for our children. Samantha is not allowed to do nowhere near what Justin does, and Justin gets to do just about anything he needs to do.
My hobby is definitely photography, even though I only got into it to take pictures of Justin. As soon as I turn 18, I'm out of here. I definitely want to, like, start my own life.
The Starlings live life big, even if it comes at the expense of the environment.
I built this track in the backyard. We've probably dropped at least 400 to 500 trees, and every year we add more dirt.
We have a custom-built motorhome. It holds 300 gallons of fuel.
We go big, and that's the way we live.
John, a former motocross national championship mechanic, drives the whole family to live life in the fast lane.
Our pace is fast because what Justin does and what we all do. My trucks are fast, my rigs are fast. The Starling family doesn't have time to slow down.
But striving to be a champion carries extreme risks.
The only way you get faster is actually, you crash.
I broke my arm in a little double section over there. I tried to quad in and snapped it clean.
He's encountered a broken leg twice. He's had a tib and fib, a femur, and he's also broken a collarbone.
Let me put your bandages on.
If Justin ever had a career-ending injury, I don't know what he would do. Justin can't do anything besides motocross.
But now, Stephanie is about to abandon her motocross mad family and big high-speed lifestyle to swap lives with a woman she's never met 3,000 miles away in Washington State.
We call on you, spirits of the North.
Green Witch Laura Sweeney lives life on a gentle, spiritual plane, and she leads her whole family in the worship of fairies and Mother Earth.
We're a fairy family. That means that we want to have a relationship with the natural world. Oh, my great tree, clap your hands and dance with me.
Most cherished is the family fairy tree.
We honor your body, Earth Mother. I make offerings to the tree because fairies like things that are a little sweet. You are sacred.
Saving resources
Thank you for all that good poop, sweetie.
is a philosophy of ours.
Real important for us to compost our food wastes.
It's all part of treading lightly on the earth. The Sweany-Ernst family is 2 adults, 2 children.
3 children. Sterling is 14, Dane is 11, and Cameron is 8.
Hi, Mom.
I do like getting up and taking care of my mom.
So you want breakfast in bed? Scrambled eggs, pancakes?
Oh, I'm thinking maybe a little bit of banana.
I'll get that. I've been cooking my own breakfast for a year.
Sweetie, can you put this in the compost bin, please?
I like to do my chores because it's teaching me self-discipline. And if I had my parents do it, it's kind of like slave work.
Having the boys do chores allows Laura and Carol more time to follow the path to spiritual enlightenment.
We have separate bedrooms. Having my own space allows me the luxury of finding out who I am. So this is my altar and wings, just to remind me of my connection to the fairy realm. This is the massage room. We're lucky enough to have a spare room. It's very relaxing. Oh.
And this is my room. This is where I create myself.
And while Laura and Carol are busy creating themselves, the 3 boys have to share a bedroom.
It's been very important for us that the boys share a room so they get used to what it's like to be together and cooperate.
I can't spend 10 minutes in my room alone.
I don't encourage my children to play team sports because the amount of gas consumption that goes on and the commuting.
I asked my mom and dad for a basketball, but I never got one.
The smoke is cleaning you for our ritual.
So instead of sports, the boys are taught the ways of fairy green magic.
I don't want to, pay attention to fairies 24/7.
We call you spirits of the East.
I want to get out into the real world. That's really hard for me.
We receive these fairy blessings. Oh, yeah.
It's the day of the swap, and both wives prepare to leave their lives behind. What do they hope to gain from the swap?
It's so much fun to be able to live your child's dreams, and I can add that to another family's life.
I'll be able to show them how easy it is to live their life with a heartfelt connection with the earth.
Bye, Mom!
Have fun. Bye.
After a journey of over 3,000 miles, the wives finally get to see where they'll be living for the next 2 weeks.
Oh my God, I'm doomed.
I have the feeling this lawn is not original.
Before they meet their new families, the wives get a chance to explore their new homes.
Fairy rituals. This is really bizarre.
I think this is a boy's room. First place, first place, first place. This kid's good, obviously.
We take the garbage out all day long. This is disgusting garbage.
They have art advertising their child.
3 beds in this one.
11 motorcycles. How many do you need?
Ooh, this is a whole bin of rabbit poop. This is a track.
In his backyard. This makes me really sad.
There's a candle in the tree in the secret fairy woods.
All this devastation, the energy of this place, it's not just dead, it's hurting.
We're coming out of the fairy woods. In our non-fairy clothes. Run in the fairy woods.
For the first week, the wives must live by the rules of their new family. Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their homes.
We are a pagan family that have been called to reestablish our relationship with Mother Earth.
Our family lives motocross. Our schedules center on Justin, and it consumes every minute of our lives. That's kind of an astonishing idea that your child's life consumes every minute of your life.
We talk to our buddies, and their waste is a gift for us to use as fertilizer. Ever wondered what to give your friends?
Justin recently broke his wrist and acquired third-degree burns, so he can't ride just now, and we are so bummed about it. How about being bummed about the fact that he's hurt?
Carol and I find great value in having our own rooms to express our individuality. The goddess is living in the biggest room in the house, and the rest of this family is living in her world.
Samantha, oh, yes, there is another child here in this house, likes photography. Her interests are intertwined in the motocross world as well. Not that she has much of an option. Samantha gets the short end of the stick in this family.
Our children don't participate in traditional sports because I think sports are about as close to evil as one can get. This is not the Sweeney family, the Sweany-Ernsts family. This is the bizarre family.
Stephanie Starling's family life revolves around champion motocross son Justin. Every moment is devoted to his career, even if that means destroying their land to build him a bike track. She swapped lives with environmentalist Green Witch Laura Sweeney, who worships Mother Earth and is in turn worshipped by her whole family. For the first week, the two wives must live by their new family's rules. Later, they get to make some changes.
Are you telling us we're going to go through the dumpster?
Yeah, the dumpster.
It's the moment of truth. The wives are about to come face to face with their new husbands and children.
How are you doing? Everybody.
Dane?
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Starling, I'm Starling.
Samantha, how are you?
I'm Carol.
Very nice to meet you.
The air here, like, has texture to it. All the trees. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. I felt as though I was looking at a 1960s throwback, a little bit of an ex-hippie.
Laura had a gift for you that she'd like to present to you. It's her oracle cards. They suggest to her paths and possibilities.
Good, great.
I think she is going to have some very definite opinions about how we live our lives.
They're nuts. They're crazy people.
This last summer, my oldest son broke his leg.
I've had that.
I know you've had several of those things. I know.
He's got a burn on his arm, and he's got a burn on his back. From the
I don't know how a parent could allow their child back on a track after seeing injury after injury after injury.
In Washington, Stephanie is initiated into the ways of worshiping Mother Earth.
Spirits of the East, be with us.
The ritual, it was a little weird.
Earth Mother, come, be with us.
Here's these young boys participating in something they're really not interested in.
Thank you for being with us.
None of this makes any sense to me.
I hope.
In Florida, Laura gets her first taste of motocross as Justin's friends arrive for practice on the Starling home track.
It's really hard for me to watch this. But it feels like heroin, you know? It feels like these guys are shooting up.
pretty extreme, isn't it?
Yeah. From a spiritual perspective, it's desecration. They're desecrating the goddess. They're in their own nest.
It's the first morning of the swap, and Stephanie discovers just how self-sufficient the Sweany-Ernst boys are.
Hey, do you guys wake your mother up every morning?
Yeah.
This has to be something that's probably not too cool in the morning, huh?
That's not
No, it's not cool. Now, okay, does your mom check to make sure that you got all the right stuff in your lunch bag?
No.
And Laura's morning routine, she didn't do anything. And the boy's doing an incredible amount of early morning chores. We gotta go to the bus. Now, does your mom walk you down there?
Very rarely.
Laura's role as a mother is really questionable to me. Bye, guys.
At the Starlings, Laura discovers the family's busy morning consists of work relating to Justin's career, while he gets to stay in bed.
Justin is a prince. And why? Because they want to pamper this kid so he can win at motocross. I think there are very clear rules about what's okay, and what's okay is Justin gets everything he wants, and Sam sucks it up. So you kind of feel that like there's a double standard?
Yeah, there's definitely a double standard.
Yeah? How does that feel to you?
It's crappy. I don't like double standards.
Yeah?
I don't think it's very fair. It's just how we are.
All right. As far as I can tell, I don't know who supports Sam in this family. I don't think anybody does. It seems like Justin gets all the rope in the world, and I'm thinking, where is it for Sam?
Probably, you know where the problem is? The problem is there's no time left.
Boopin', boopin', here we go.
In Washington, Stephanie's only chore of the day is gathering waste for compost recycling.
Oh, God. This is nasty. I don't get this whole composting thing. It's attracting flies. Why don't they just throw things away like normal people do?
And then it's on to commune with nature.
And Laura would come down into the garden, and then she'd ask the plants, "Are you ready to come into the house? Are you ready to be eaten?"
She really feels strongly about this.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And she'd come back to the center of the garden. Oh, my, look at this lovely...
Hey, whose is that? Hey, whose is that?
That's one of the boys, I think. Starling most particularly loves to shoot baskets.
Shoot baskets? Does he have a basketball hoop?
He doesn't have a hoop right now.
And I just don't understand why you don't have one.
Hadn't really thought about it.
Most kids want to go outside and shoot hoops and just be a kid. So who's ready to come in? There is no encouragement from these parents to do anything.
In Florida, it's time to change Justin's dressing.
Cut it off and then we can peel it back this way. That way we don't have to worry about touching. Yeah, right there.
Justin had huge patches of his body that were missing. It's getting ripped apart. Hey, Justin, imagine breathing in fresh, clean, healing air.
I don't like that he gets hurt. But it just, you can't walk around death.
What happens when he's in a wheelchair?
It's a burn that could happen any place. It just happened to happen on a motorcycle.
Oh, please.
This is what we do. We do put ourselves in a greater risk than the average, but we're not the average. We're the Starlings that race motocross.
It's meditation time at the Sweany-Ernst home, and everyone is busy exploring their inner selves. Carol in his room, Stephanie in the goddess suite, and all three boys together in their room.
These parents are so selfish. They each have their own room, while they've got 3 kids crammed into one little room. Why do you need your own room to discover yourself? I'm not doing this. Why don't you have your own room?
Because it's really special to my mom that my brothers and I learn to work together, and then we can only do that by just sharing a room.
Well, I'm kind of surprised that your mom and dad don't share a room.
Well, my dad just wants to figure out a life on his own.
If you could have your own room, would you want your own room?
Yeah, because look at this room. I mean, I'm not that messy anymore. I'm 14.
You're not messy.
So it's Dan and Cameron that mess it up, and I still have to clean it up.
In Florida, despite Justin's injury, John is determined to keep up the Starlings' busy schedule of race appearances.
You know, I've got a quick question. Do you know what kind of tree this is? These leaves
I know
on it?
nothing about trees.
John is so obsessed with living big
We usually race with 4,000 or 5,000.
that he cannot see the problems in his own household.
Walk straight to the back for me. There you go.
And the minute he slows down and takes a moment and looks around him, he's going to be shocked by what he discovers.
If you'll just grab my stand for me.
They don't take the time to slow down and look.
In Washington, the kids, instead of having fun, must join Stephanie in yet another of Laura's rituals, feeding the fairy tree.
Who's the face in the tree?
That's the Earth Goddess.
How's it start?
All
hail
to the Mother Gaia. Give thanks to the Father, Son. Give thanks to the plants in the garden where the Mother and the Father have fun.
It would be a bother to her lifestyle to have her kids to have any other interest. They're definitely second-class citizens in this house. This has really bothered me. The foundation this home is built on is crap. I think that fairies and singing to the bunnies is crap.
I don't think it's crap.
Laura has made Laura first, and I think that your boys should fall in there right at the very top. They're just not even having the chance to be little boys, and I just think they're missing out.
You know, I'm not sure we have enough time for that.
I don't think he knows how to be a dad. I'm talking about getting down, getting dirty with your kids, and being in their lives. He's not in his kids' lives. He's in his room meditating.
I'm kind to myself, and I live in peace.
In Florida, Laura, more used to singing to the trees, gets to hear of John's big plans to tear them down.
I'm going to cut down some more trees over there, and I'm going to add the grass even going that way farther.
For a family of 4.
It's mine. The fact that I have grass bothers you.
Well, the fact that you
I
have so much. Yes.
That's what I am. I'm big time.
But see, every single person does make a difference.
I don't flush the toilet as much. I'm conscious. I'm conscious.
You buy a rig like that and you tell me you're conscious?
I buy a rig like that because I can afford it.
So that makes it okay?
It makes it fine.
That's my point.
It's the American dream.
No, it's a nightmare.
I had some damn woman come in here and tell me that I was too rich. It's about living the dream. Tell me what's wrong with it. Nothing. If I want to go big, I'm going to go big. I hope we got enough plates to handle all the food.
Following their argument, John tells the kids to invite as many friends as possible for a big Starling party night.
Lovely.
Hey, how many people in here know the Starlings? How many people in here know what we do? And what do? Go big. Who here, honestly, thinks my house is too big? Well, some people here seem to have a problem with what I got.
I think the kind of person who tries to embarrass somebody in front of a room full of children is a child.
Today, everything is about to change in the Starling and Sweany-Ernst households as the new wives take control.
I'm hoping to bring family back into this house.
I mean, they want big. The goddess is here. The fairies are here. I am going to show these people what big really means.
Laura immediately tapes off the garage, making it a no-go zone for the motocross mad Starlings, using the ancient symbol of the goddess. The families are summoned to the rules change ceremony. It's time for the wives to lay down the new rules, which the families must obey.
Carol, you and Laura talk to your vegetables more than you talk to the boys. I think it's very selfish, and it's all stopping now.
I think you're under a real misapprehension there, but continue.
Dad.
Stop.
Starlings, on the track, you may be the fastest, but you are in the spiritual slow lane of life. There will be no more motocross.
Well, good luck.
This family needs a big dose of reality. So, we're going to take apart the altars.
Can we even light incense?
No.
Starlings, you have spent so much time dirtying up the external world that now it's time to purge yourselves and become clean from within. You will all make personal altars, and you all meditate on your internal selves.
Carol, I have a problem with you having your room, Laura has her room, when you've got 3 little boys packed in one little room. You're moving out of your room, and Sterling, you're taking your dad's room.
Sweet.
This week, we will put aside everything that honors Justin Starling. It is time to honor Samantha. Justin, you will tend to all of our needs, and that means helping to cook and clean and do laundry and whatever else we need.
Your kids are telling you they want to play sports, and you don't care. Carol.
Yes, ma'am.
You and your boys are going to put up a basketball net.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Nice.
It's time for Samantha to be celebrated, and we will do that by having a photo shoot. At the end of the week, we will host an exhibition of your portraits.
So we're having another party?
Yeah, we're having another party, you bet.
Boys, you've got an entire lifetime to be an adult. I'm your mom. I'm going to do these chores. You guys are going to do kid things.
Whoa, that's cool!
You guys are about to get a motocross makeover.
Oh, dudes!
Hell's not gonna have any kind of fury if one of these kids busts his neck.
Starlings, you are excessive and wasteful. And to show how much good waste you throw away, all of you are going to dig through the trash to get your compost growing.
Are you telling us we're going to go through the dumpster?
Yeah, the dumpster.
Are you serious?
I have become the goddess of the flies. We will throw our trash in the garbage.
We'll continue to use our compost pile.
Stephanie immediately starts removing pagan symbols from the house.
To be typified as dirty old hippies, you know, with their heads up their behinds, that's hard to listen to.
And Carol is evicted from his room so that Sterling can finally have a room of his own.
I have a very bad temper. I've spent many years learning how to control it. I have a very long fuse. It's been lit.
Hey, Dad, what do you think about me having my own room?
In Florida, Laura's ruled the Starlings must meditate in order to connect to their inner spirit.
Breathe in and breathe out.
I almost feel like I'm looking at the devil. It's scary, dude. I'm a little concerned for my kids.
Thinking of Justin's fibula.
She is very strange. Or she's a witch. I wish she would fly home on a broomstick.
Fantastic.
Rise and shine.
It's the first morning after rules change in Washington.
How is the night in your own room?
It was fine.
And with chores banned, Stephanie is trying to show the boys what it's like to have a full-time mom take care of them.
Okay, you guys have been working off of your list, your check-off sheet. We're not doing this anymore.
So you're saying we can do our chores by checking them off in our heads?
No, you're not gonna do that. I'm gonna do the work in the house.
After our chores, we could build a snowman.
You're not doing chores, so stop bringing it up.
Oh, I got a good idea. Why don't we take out our snow shovel and start shoveling
You
for
guys are so bent on doing your chores.
Take out
chores.
I like doing chores. They're fun.
Well, we're
They're
gonna find
fun.
some other fun for you. They live, eat, and sleep doing the housework, and I'm gonna have a hard time breaking this habit. I'm on a mission.
In Florida, Laura's ruled Justin has to learn some responsibilities and do chores. And for the first time ever, he must take on the washing machine.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Why?
Because I don't feel like ruining my dad's clothes.
You're gonna learn how to do this so you can do it for yourself.
What do I do?
Use your brain and turn the machine on. Look at the dial. It's written in English. This is not rocket science.
I don't think a 13-year-old should have to worry about laundry right now. A 13-year-old should be having fun instead of having to live like an adult.
In Washington, Stephanie has Carol dispose of the home's rotting garbage rather than add it to the compost.
Carol, I just want to make sure that we get this garbage out. We'll just have a clean house.
Yeah.
If we keep the garbage out of the house, we don't have flies, it's clean, it's going to smell good.
Those are house flies. They're indigenous to the area, and they're absolutely ubiquitous. You know, actually, I don't want to talk about this.
They're in every home here?
They're in every home. The woman has a nose like a bloodhound. You know, I feel like I'm getting backed into a corner and like I'm gonna snap.
In Florida, Laura is planning the Starling's afternoon, preparing for Samantha's photography exhibition.
Justin's gonna be helping you carrying equipment.
Before work can start on Samantha's photography, Laura insists that the family digs through its own garbage for anything recyclable.
I'm looking at this pile of garbage here.
And you're getting a feeling from it.
And I can see paper, tons of plastic. And I can't believe that you guys have a dumpster.
Yeah, I have a business, I have a home, I have everything I have to send out of here.
Can you imagine? Just think for a second.
I'm not thinking.
No, come back here, please.
Watch what I do.
Come on back here, please.
Nope.
Well, I can see you don't want to be held accountable.
I believe in what I believe in.
And what you believe in is waste.
My brother and my dad stopped doing what Laura wanted them to do. They'd rather do that than to go take pictures of me.
John literally walked away from his commitment to Samantha. Samantha fulfilled her commitment. She stayed there by those piles of garbages all by herself. Again!
1, 2, 3, up.
At the Sweany-Ernsts, Stephanie has ruled that instead of performing pagan rituals together, the boys erect a basketball hoop and enjoy sports with their dad.
Good job.
That's so cool. Lots and lots of smiles and Dad interacting with his boys.
Go for the goal! You're open!
Go!
Dane, in a slippery field. Remember the ice, just watch out for the ice. This kind of thing, I don't really have an objection to, but I know how easily you can get really hurt.
Suit it up.
And when it comes to motocross, Carol takes a stand.
We have a problem.
You know,
the thing is, you can't get on the bikes.
Can I take the boys to meet the trainer to discuss the safety end of it?
I can't in good conscience let the boys ride.
Well, I kind of just really like to ride them today, but Dad says no.
It's dangerous, and I would not allow them to do it, even if it was their heart's desire.
In Florida, John and Justin have rebelled and gone back to work in the garage.
So what you're telling me, what I hear you saying
What
is
you hear again
that
is
your
what you hear.
motorcycles are more important than Samantha's exhibit. Is that what I hear you saying? Samantha can go hang fire, and you're gonna do what you want to do first.
When a spirit talks to me, I'll call you and let you know. I'm done. Justin!
At the Sweany-Ernsts, Carol is still refusing to let the boys participate in motocross.
Dane.
You just need a good cry?
I was disappointed that Dad didn't let us ride.
Not an easy thing, I think, for any parent to take.
But after asking the advice of the wise old fairy tree, Carol finally relents.
I don't ask many favors, I'm asking for one today. And just let him be safe. But I swear to God, if my boy ends up with a broken arm and third-degree burns on his back, hell to pay.
In Florida, with John having broken the rules, Justin is still refusing to do any chores.
Okay, so did you clean up the mess?
Dude, shut up.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me?
Dude, get the out of my room.
What?
All I have is motocross. I'm gonna do that the rest of my life. I can't do that if I have a creepy in the house that won't let me do it.
Laura asks John to get a handle on his out-of-control child.
How come he's 13 and doesn't know how to do laundry? What kind of life skills does this kid have?
He'll tell you that I ride his ass constantly about picking up, putting things away, sitting there acting stupid and looking up like he's stupid. Yeah, he's making me look like a complete ass.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Then what are you teaching him when you do it for him? What are you teaching him? You need some new tools.
I want you to apologize to Laura for cussing.
I
And
appreciate
mean it.
that.
I meant it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. It's a start.
Absolutely.
It's a start.
You know, Laura taught me that Justin needs to be held accountable more for what he does. I think Justin needs to make sure that when he's told something to do, he does it.
With Carol's permission, the Sweany-Ernsts boys finally get their first motocross session, with their still worried father looking on.
You know why we're here? It's not to learn to ride a motocross bike.
It's to have fun.
It's to have fun. Yeah. You did it! Dude, you're on.
Dang, he's doing real good for his first time.
He is doing good, isn't he? Good job!
Excuse me. Gotta make through.
These boys are born motocrossers.
Let's do it again. We all started like rookies, now we're like professionals.
Watching the boys on the motorcycles was a lot of fun, but I mean, I have philosophical reservations up to here and so forth. I don't know if that'd ever go away. Yeah.
At the Starlings, with John now on board, the whole family has come together to support Samantha on her planned photo exhibition.
I want Justin to be the little servant. I want him to be able to pour drinks, get coats.
Have I ever made you be a slave?
Yeah? Sam, go get me this drink. I don't want to get up. Go get me this. I always do it for you.
You should support your sister because she supports you because we all support you.
I'm not going to.
Well, you will. I'm asking you to support your sister for me.
It was so nice to feel John just be solid. It was wonderful.
So when next time you want something done for you, we're not going to do it. How far do you think you would get? You would drop your motorcycle on the ground and cry.
In Washington, it's time for more motocross practice. Then, to psych the boys up for a race she's entered them in, Stephanie shows them home movies of Justin's skills on the track.
Whoa, he jumped him too.
Yeah, he's the queen bee out front.
But this brings Carol to some conclusions about Stephanie's family.
I've seen what she's done for him. She's made him a success. I believe she and John favor Justin in an extraordinarily exaggerated way. It seems to me you have sacrificed dreams, not for your kids, but for Justin. My impression is that Sam, she's been living in Justin's world.
Absolutely. Your family has made me realize that I haven't allowed Samantha to do what she wants to do.
She's got to be sheltered a little bit so that she can truly find her path.
I'm gonna leave here, and that's what I'm gonna do. I have 2 kids. So we talk about Justin's dreams all the time. Maybe we need to have Sam's world a little bit too.
Hold that.
It's the last day of the swap, and Justin has finally agreed to follow the rules and act as Samantha's photography assistant.
Pull that over here as if the trailer... It's cool having my own exhibit and then having to boss my brother around for a change because, I mean, I get to give him a little bit of taste of his own medicine.
My sister was definitely making me lug everything around. It made me realize how much she does for me. My relationship with Sam is gonna change just because it's not always just about me.
Thanks for coming out and helping me.
And that afternoon, the moment finally arrives for the family and friends to turn their attention away from Justin and onto Samantha and her photography exhibition.
How does that look to you?
Perfect. It was cool having people support me. I mean, I got my friends and my family all behind me, and they're not just behind Justin, they're behind me too.
I figured it out. I'm more or less living my life through Justin. You know, I feel guilty that I don't supply Samantha with the time and the love that she needs.
Everybody knows the Starlings as motocross. You know, we go fast. Then we had a little swap, and in the beginning, it was like, John Starling put the brakes on? I mean, who can say that's gonna happen, right? Laura showed me some of that. You opened my eyes to see my daughter. I love my kids.
Do this. Here you are. I know you're on.
Go over there and don't look at me.
Okay.
In Washington, with their dad supporting them, the Sweany-Ernsts boys are about to compete in their first ever motocross race.
You got nothing to be afraid of? You're gonna be cool? It's loud, it's full of long-chain hydrocarbons, but this is a lot of fun. I can't deny it. What was most fun is letting the boys have a moment.
Oh my God. You want my racing name or my actual name?
They're on top of the world. I've probably never had a happier moment in motocross than this night tonight. Yeah! Woo!
It's the final day of the swap, and the wives prepare to return to their families.
This journey was truly amazing for me. I didn't think John would get it, and he does.
Thank you so much.
Carol saw his boys in the limelight. I think that that's going to seal the deal. Maybe not for motocross, but for allowing these kids to go out and shine on their own. Love you guys.
The couples are about to be reunited.
I need a jacket. Oh my God.
I know you gotta be freezing.
It's judgment time as the couples finally come face to face across the table.
When I went to your house, it was so excessive. It captivates all of your senses.
I don't see any recycling. I'm seeing chemicals, you know, the diesel, the oil.
If you really care about your kids, shouldn't you be thinking ahead about what you're actually doing to the planet?
I came into your home. The first thing that I noticed, you had a 14-year-old boy living with 2 other boys in a very small room.
Yeah.
He has his own room now.
And how are we going to do that?
You'll figure it out.
Not to worry.
Can I tell you something? I'm there for days, and there's no sign of anything to do with little boys. It's your little garden, it's your tree, and you know what they do? They do chores.
Let's talk about balance, shall we? Your son, he doesn't do chores. He doesn't have to lift a finger. Now,
it's garbage, Laura.
Now, okay.
It's garbage. It is garbage, garbage, garbage. Instead of letting kids...
I think you need to stop now and let somebody else
I haven't
talk.
even started. Can I tell you something? Did you know that Starling wants to play basketball?
No,
it's called boys growing up, living their dreams.
I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in them living their dreams?
I don't believe in taking time away from the family to
family
foster.
Is spent with your kids doing sports.
What I'm talking about here is I don't believe in spending a whole bunch of time driving around.
You don't believe it.
Hang on. Let me tell you something, Laura. We went motocrossing. And I know you would have been terrified, but the kids were some of the most happy children.
And basically all I was doing was just maybe expanding their horizons.
Which is great.
And I really appreciate the fact that you feel that way.
Yeah.
And one thing that you taught me was I've been too withdrawn, and you've shown me I can make more time.
We've had hard 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
We have.
Nothing easy about this.
No, nothing easy about it.
But it has been the most fantastic learning thing I've ever gone through in my entire life. And I'm glad I was able to do that with Laura.
Yeah.
I have made some major, major, major changes in my life. This woman has made me look at my life in a different way. But she showed me some things that I never thought about. We celebrated some things with Samantha that you're gonna see. They're absolutely gorgeous. It was unbelievable. And Justin supported Samantha for doing it. And she brought that out. It was really a changing experience.
I've known you forever.
After 2 weeks apart, the wives are about to be reunited with their children.
Mom! Mommy!
I miss you, Mom.
I missed you too bad.
Carol will build a basketball hoop out back. I think that's such a fabulous idea.
Justin will help family with cooking.
I'm never cooking again.
I can't count on you to make me dinner.
Just seems really weird not to have any altars around here, guys.
The dog pooped on the altar.
It was an offering.
Since the swap, there have been big changes at the Starling house.
New picture I just took.
Wow.
You like it?
We've always had Justin's World. Guess what? We've got Sam's World now, and Sam's World is photography, whatever it's going to take for her dream to happen. Sam, it's just incredible.
I love being complimented and supported. It's definitely a new feeling for me.
Hey, we had a miracle today. Justin cleaned his room and nobody nagged him to do it. That's huge.
And he seems to think that he needs to be treated differently, like he's the God. And by putting my foot down, it's made me realize I'm gonna have a stronger bond with my son. And by teaching him things, he's gonna be a better kid down the road.
I would have to say I probably had a spiritual experience. I go big, I do things big, but in all honesty, my heart is big.
Here's to the goddess.
To the goddess.
And there have also been changes at the Sweany-Ernst house.
What's different around here is it seems like the boys have grown up an awful lot.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Go!
They're active young men, and I haven't fostered that. So I want to be able to support them in that.
Good old American football.
We don't only believe in one thing like fairies, but we believe in other things like basketball.
Oh, good pass, nice shot.
The front room here has become sort of our own little trophy room. I can't say it's particularly my cup of tea, but they are so proud. Whose is this?
Thank you.
There's Cameron's. As long as motocross is done on a track that's already been created, that's not tearing up virgin wilderness, I can live with that.
Great, great goddess, please keep everybody safe.
And boys, let's kick some booty on the track.
All right, let's go find a good tree. Let's go hug this tree over here. Let's run over, hug the trees.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're hugging trees.
Environment. No, we don't like what it does to trees.
I am all these things and more. I am freezing my butt off out here.
You have to say to the tree, I want to feel what you're like in this world.
This is not really a dancing outfit. I know she says she dances in it, but she must be 6'8".
Douglas firs tend to be really reserved.